It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Niners and the Steelers, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. From the 6. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 29 yards. And the 49ers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Pickett now from the gun here. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off play action, Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Lance. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Again, it's Lance. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Lance. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go, man.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, Obviously, your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Throwing again on second down.
Pickett.
And the catch made by Johnson.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Pickett.
Finding Harris over the middle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. Boswell's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lance looking to throw it. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Olszewski now to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. The return is Olszewski.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs
At their 25-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Johnson's got it complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Let's go, baby.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have moved out in front. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. On 1st down, Lance. It's caught by Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Lance. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go. That's right. They can't real straight up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lance again. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. From midfield, here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. and they're off to a fast start here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 14. Lance now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 38 yards. And the Niners have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Oh, able to avoid him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Lance on the keeper. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On the draw, it's Harris. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play. Gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming. Hung in there. Took the hit. Dumped it out to the outside. And now they pick up some yardage. And you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. Now Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Ray McLeod. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Off play action. Pickett.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Pickett now from the gun here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Here's McLeod on the return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Here's Lance. Forced out to his left.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Lance going to keep it on the option.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Deebo Samuel
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the 49ers have taken a 4th quarter lead. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go. Let's go right here. We got this big. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this, man. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Get him going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. This is Harris on the draw. Room here to run. 86 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett now on first down. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pickett to throw on first down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kenny Pickett connecting with Deontay Johnson. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Lance and the Niners down by a field goal. A minute 52 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Lance looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Lance back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They run with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Harris, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.